Alright, what up, it's Shankster94 and welcome to the 44th weekly Q&A. I'm your host, Shankster94, aka THEGAMERSHANKSTER. And, as usual, place for you guys to ask me questions, receive answers from me, and to communicate amongst each other, and have pitiful comment wars, and troll wars, and all the works. And then you get the eventual trolls who will think this is a great place to get a rise out of me for no reason whatsoever because they have no lives, in which case I'm just going to block them immediately and there's nothing they can do about it. And then you got the occasional butthurt people that get offended immediately with a very simple answer. Alrighty, so who do we got? We got the usual contenders. From the moment I got on my YouTube page, I didn't see Wyatt Shottrand at the top, so I don't know if you were here before everyone else, but if you did make a first comment and you made it too early and it's gone now, I don't know, but as far as I can tell, Nightboy Ryan was here first, and then you got Manif Muff, and Murat Balamza is going to be here for this stream. Interesting. So very informative questions coming up here, and then of course we got Wyatt Shottrand. And yeah, Nightboy Ryan got his old name back, it looks like. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start the one hour timer. Not waste any time here. Alright. So the first question I'm going to answer is Murat Balamza. Where's the Naval 4 Ada, Damnation Ada, 6 Ada? Most to least favorite. Most to least. I gotta remember that you like to do most to least. I like to do least to most, but okay. So out of those three, I would say 4 Ada is my favorite. Then I'll go Damnation Ada and then 6 Ada. So basically the way you just listed it. Wyatt Shottrand, what are my thoughts on the Florida shooting and its aftermath? Well, considering it's been almost 2 weeks now, I mean, yeah, and the students are making marches in the White House and whatnot. Yeah, it's getting crazy, but it's a new movement, and something needs to happen, probably. Alright. So hello, Fernando Magades. Eric Winters, if I could wave a magic wand and turn my girlfriend into an Asian supermodel, would I? No. No, I wouldn't. I love her for who she is, not for what she could be. AG22, how does it feel like to be famous? I am hardly famous, AG. Like 6,900 subs isn't famous. I'd say I would start borderlining famous by 100K. When I get a silver play button, then I'll feel a little famous. No, I feel appreciated and liked. It's as high as it gets, and that's good enough for me. Alright, Nightboy, great intro speech. Yeah, I know, alright. I think that's how I'm gonna introduce all these Q&As from now on, since I've done so many by now that they are totally a regular thing on my channel, and a good amount of people actually know me more through the Q&As than the actual videos that I make. Alright. A man if muff, and the smallest problem because last Q&A time was 7:30. Okay, well. Yep. Yeah, technically, Wyatt, you always make the first comment because you do it days in advance, and yeah, it will delete it, so. I don't see any point, though, to, like, claiming first, because, I mean, all you get is me saying me saying your name first, like, at the top of the chat. But there's no reward or merit for it. Alright, Gavin Cottle. What do I plan to do when I hit 7,000 subscribers? Nothing. Because I've said, actually, multiple times now that I don't consider 7K to be a milestone. A milestone would either be at least 7,500, but more like 10K. 10K will be a nice milestone for me, because that will be, I'll finally have entered the 5-digit amount of subs. So, That will be my next milestone. So I'm planning on doing anything for 7K or 7,500. I'm not sure if I plan on doing something for 10K. I mean, like, what would I do for a 10K sub celebration? Exactly. Like, with my channel. I don't know. I'm open for ideas, but not too sure if I'm going to do anything. I mean, I did something for 7 years on YouTube. It was a funny compilation of me saying what up at 1694 for 6 minutes straight. Alright, Marat, let's get going, because we're going to get behind if I keep lagging like this. Marat Balamza, top 3 Resident Evil villains in my opinion. For you, it's Alexia, Albert Wesker, and James Marcus. By the way, Albert injected the prototype virus into himself that he got from Vertigo, not T-virus. Oh, okay. Well, my top 3 Resident Evil villains are Nemesis. Oh, villains, not necessarily monsters. Okay, villains. Shit, let's go... Yeah, let's go Wesker, Hunk, and Excella. I'll go that. Alright, Eric Winters. Is my girlfriend bi? I don't think so, but I wouldn't really care. AG22. Baths or showers? Forgot to say hi. Showers. I only take a bath maybe like once a month. Like when I'm like really cold or just want to feel very good. Though I wish I had a hot tub for that. But no. It's always showers. Wyatt Chachman, would I ever play a Resident Evil game again if dying in the game meant dying in real life? Probably not. Okay. Well, once again, it doesn't really matter who's first, just as long as you're here. Gavin Cottle, in my opinion, what is the funniest moment from my full plays? It's definitely when a sweeper was blocking my path from getting into a doorway, and I literally pretty much screamed at the top of my lungs, "Will you open the fucking door?" You guys look back on that. That's definitely going in a highlight reel that I plan to do one day when all of these full plays are over. It's actually my plan for when the full plays are over. I'm going to do a highlight reel across the entire board. Marat Balamza, opinion on Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. Okay, Resident Evil 4 was definitely a milestone for the series. It is my second favorite game in the series, and yeah, judging by the fans, it is the most popular Resident Evil in the series. Resident Evil 5, I played the shit out of, so I actually like it a lot, and I can understand where fans are coming from. It's like in the main series anyway, it's not the best Resident Evil because it's complete action, no horror whatsoever. And then 6, I commend for trying to be back to horror, but it was only half of it really was horror. So my opinion of 6 is like neutral. Alright, AG22, favorite album of what? Of whom? That is a very vague question, AG22. I'm going to have to ask you to be more specific. Wyatt Shotrand, choose from the following 2 loadouts to survive a zombie apocalypse. A zombie Wyatt apocalypse, no doubt. Okay, well, you're just a regular zombie. Doesn't make you any more special. A package of condoms in case I run into any female survivors. 2 bottles of scotch to unwind at the end of the day. And 1 ammo box 50. I'm not liking that loadout. Or B, a flare gun with run round, man of severed finger, which accesses a biometric lock to supply station 50 miles away, and a voice recorder with a 30-second recording of you giving me encouraging life advice. Recorded before you were cloned by Umbrella and turned into a horde of zombies. I'll go with option B in that case. Yeah, I'm not going to be focused on getting it on, like in a zombie apocalypse. Man of Muff, does the wall blister insta-kill? I believe... Isn't the wall blisters from what? Revelations 1? Right? I think it does, actually. They're a pain in the ass. Marabalamza, do I think they should fix Slickers in Remake 2 similar to Hunters in Remake? You can't shoot them while they're trying to get up. Maybe, just to make it a little more fair on their side. AG22, favorite soundtrack in any Resident Evil game and favorite soundtrack in any game besides Resident Evil. Okay. So, my favorite individual sound... Okay, from in any game. So basically, my most favorite soundtrack in the entire franchise, huh? I would have to say, yeah, I'm gonna go with the song that plays when you go into the mansion basement in the original Resident Evil. It is menacing. I believe it's titled Narrow and Close. Yeah, and they really dummied it down for the remake. As those of you who have seen my first playthrough, I actually made a flashback. Alright. Fire Mario. Fire Mario, good evening, you're French. Who is my favorite and most hateful series? So my favorite character in the series is Chris Redfield, and my most hateful character in the series is Ashley Graham. Wyatt Shotrin, get killed by my girlfriend wielding the Resident Evil 5 grenade launcher with acid rounds. Yikes. Or get killed by my sister wielding Resident Evil 6's grenade launcher with nitrogen rounds. It'd be a bitch death either way. Yeah, but I think nitrogen rounds would be way less painful because it just freezes me solid. So, I'll go with that. Who wields it doesn't really matter to me. Murat Balamza, opinion on Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica, and Dead Aim. Okay, Resident Evil 3 is definitely a great game. I've played it probably the most amount of times out of any Resident Evil game other than Resident Evil 4. Code Veronica was a great addition to the series. I find that game to be pretty tough, though. It's one of the harder Resident Evils in this, at least in the classic games. And Resident Evil Dead Aim, it's not really a great game at all. Voice acting is as horrible as Resident Evil 1 or worse. The only thing I find appealing about Dead Aim is the fact that it's a PS2 game that runs at 60 frames per second, which is pretty sad. Alright, Man of Muff. Top 3 hardest enemies in Revelations 1. Top 3 hardest enemies, huh? So you gotta think of like the insta-kills. So Wall Blister was probably number 1. I think Norman in Abyss form is actually pretty tough. Let me see. I'll go with Farfarellos. Farfarellos are kind of tough to deal with sometimes. Alright. AG22, favorite album I've heard in general. Man, again, another very vague question. I can't really answer that because I don't follow music in that kind of way. I never get albums. So, I can't really answer that question, AG22. The only album, like whole albums I've ever listened to in my life are like Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. That's probably a good answer for me, right there. Is Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. There you go. Nightboy Ryan, longest end credit scene in Resident Evil. Would it not be 6? Is that a trivia question, or are you just simply asking me? Because I would say Resident Evil 6 has the longest end credit scene. Eric Winters, never eat breakfast again or never eat lunch again. Well, I'm actually not good at eating breakfast, like at breakfast time, so I think I can live with just never eating breakfast again. Yeah. Murat Balamza, any reason why I hate Piers? Because he's, throughout most of the game, he's just a sidekick. That one guy, you had no... Also, Murat, why do you always want me to be super detailed in my explanations? Just live with them. That one guy, you had no idea I was doing a Q&A right now. Well, you gotta look at your notifications, bro. Or you did. Okay, so... here's the thing. I believe if you guys miss the initial notification that I'm doing a live stream at a certain time, the way you can ensure that you know exactly when it's happening is check back on my channel. If you could literally go to my channel and like go to my videos tab, I believe it at the the very top it should show you like my upcoming live streams or whatever. So, I mean, yeah. All you have to do is check back on my channel. They're like... Yep. Man of Muff. Why the wall blister? Pain in the ass, by the way. It's enemy from Revlon. Yeah, I know. Because they have an insta-kill attack. AG22. Which is more powerful? Love or fear? Explain. Love is more powerful because it goes across all dimensions of the universe. And mothers have lifted entire cars out of children out of love. Alright? So, Wyatt Shawtrend. Die saving Man of Muff playing through Resident Evil 4 in real life, or have Man of die saving me playing through a real life version of Ethan Must Die. I think I would rather die saving Man of playing through Resident Evil 4 because Resident Evil 4 is canon while Ethan Must Die is not. Gavin Cottle, what's the best weapon to use on the Reapers in Resident Evil 5? You're on Chapter 4-2 and they keep killing me. You need a Magnum of some sort and you need to nail him right in the heart when it's exposed. That's the way I always kill him. I'm actually a beast on the mines and mercenaries because I have dead aim. Get it? Eric Winters, never eat lunch again or never eat dinner again. Yeah, see, that's a much harder question, because I always have lunch and dinner, at least once every day. So, I'd say never have lunch again. I need to have dinner. Fire Mario, what horror game did I play else without count Resident Evil, of course? Okay. I've played Dead Rising. I've seen gameplay of Left 4 Dead. Let me see here. Horror. I've played Slenderman. I've played Eerie. These are all indie games, I know, but like I'm just throwing stuff out there. Yeah. Oh, I've played Fatal Frame. Yeah, I've played Fatal Frame. All right. That one guy. What's my favorite movie? Yours is Terminator 2. That is a great movie. But my favorite movie. See, there's a difference between like favorite movie currently and maybe favorite movie of all time. So I'd say my favorite movie of all time would probably be Titanic. But my favorite movie as of now is Interstellar. See? Alright, Man of Muff. So if you and Murat become your informer, my informers of Resident Evil 0. Looks like that's the way it's going to be. And then, yeah, it's going to be Wyatt Shawtrend and possibly... Well, yeah, it's going to be Wyatt Shawtrend for Resident Evil 4. All the way. Like, that is a guarantee. Now that I did my first Skype session with Wyatt Shawtrend actually a couple days ago. So, I actually talked to him in real life, basically. And we chatted for like an hour and a half about Resident Evil 4. Alright. Anyway, Nightboy Ryan. Yeah, it was a good question. It was a question with good answer. Okay. Wyatt Shawtrend. Flying Sweeper Apocalypse. Yikes. Or Ultra Smart Hunter Elite Apocalypse. We'll go with Flying Sweeper, because the last thing we need are smart hunters. AG22. If I were to die tomorrow, what would I do to make the best out of today? I would see my family, since luckily they all live not too far away from me, and then I would go spend my last moments with my girlfriend. Eric Winters, if my girlfriend was robbing stores on the side, would that be a deal breaker? It depends on, like, what she's stealing from the stores. If she's, like, doing little grunty candy bar stealing from little gas stations, okay, whatever, as long as you don't get caught. But if she's robbing jewelry stores or, like, I don't know, stealing expensive shirts from fashion stores, then I'm like, you're a little too shady for me. Man of Muff. Were the trolls in the last Q&A? I don't recall any trolls in the last one. There was this one guy who I apparently offended, like... But, no. Murat Balamza. Jill from most to least favorite. Canon games only. Ugh, God. Okay. Canon games only. So she's only in 1, 3, 5, Rev 1. Okay. So the only 4 games she's in that are canon. Right? I believe so. I'm not missing one, am I? I don't think I am. Nope. Alright, so yeah. 1, 3, 5, and Rev 1 are the only games. So, most to least favorite. So we'll go 3 is my favorite. Definitely. Then 1, then Rev, then 5. 5 is my least favorite. She's blonde, she's ugly, and the only good thing about her is she's like super virus induced at that point, but no. Alright, Smith Wesson. Smith Wesson, I like that. Will I ever do an Evil Within 1 and 2 weapon review? Nope, because they're not Resident Evil games. And it's as simple as that. Joe Wan. Resident Evil 6 is very fun to you, and you're still playing today. Good for you. Your subjective opinion. I'm not going to tell you to think otherwise. It doesn't change my opinion of Resident Evil 6. Manif Muff, why is it always you? Ask him that. Maybe because you're my main competitor now in these Q&As. Or you're his main competitor in these Q&As, more or less. So he targets you a lot, because he thinks you'll steal the spotlight. What spotlight actually exists. Wyatt Chatron, what was the last time I visited Internet Movie Firearms Database? Probably less than a month ago, actually. I like to visit that site, actually, quite a bit. Not even to do research on Resident Evil weapons, but, like, what this site is actually used for. To research weapons featured in, like, any media. Like movies, TV shows, and games. I recently looked up, like, the Terminator. Alright, AG22. Favorite ice cream flavor? French vanilla. Eric Winters. If my girlfriend turned into a zombie, would I have it in me to shoot and kill her? Yes, because I know there's no going back. It'd be super sad. Alright, Marat Balamza. Claire from Most to Least Favorite. Canon games and canon movies. Oh, shit. Well, why do you have to include movies? I don't care about the movies that much. You didn't ask movies for Jill. But, fine. Claire. So, Claire was in Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil Code Veronica. And Rev 2. When it comes to the games. Yeah. Yeah. So, just 2, Code, and Rev 2. And then the movies, she's in Degeneration, and then she's also in Extinction, Afterlife, and the final chapter. Ugh. God damn it, Marat. Listen, I'm gonna go X-nay on your movie side of it. I don't even want to think about that. That makes it so difficult. So, game only. So, that's 2, Code, and Rev 2. Okay, so we'll go most to least favorite. We'll go Code Veronica 2, Rev 2. Alright, Man of Muff. My favorite band. Probably Metallica. Yeah. Wyatt Chatron. Where did I get the shirt I'm currently wearing? I have no idea. I've actually had this shirt for years. Eric Winters. Have I ever seen the movie Zombieland? No. I've definitely heard of it, and at one point in my life was probably interested, but not really anymore. Gavin Cottle. How much would I pay to see Jason Voorhees fight a hunter? Probably up to $50. AG22. Least favorite Resident Evil DLC. Okay. That would definitely be Survivors on Resident Evil 6. Yeah. Alright, Smith Wesson. If there were a real-life zombie apocalypse, would I yell headshot every time I killed a zombie? If I killed him via headshot, yeah. Marat Balamza, do I think Resident Evil 4 should have silencer for handguns similar to Resident Evil Dead Aim? You think that would be cool? Well, technically, Resident Evil 4 in Mercenaries, Wesker has a silenced version of the Silver Ghost. But maybe. What good? Well, actually, no. It would provide useful because it would be, you know, more stealthy. Alright, that one guy. Why doesn't the grenade launcher have infinite ammo in Resident Evil 5? Maybe because Maybe because they considered that to be OP, but then again, they get the infinite rocket launchers, so I don't know. That is a very good question, that one guy. I don't know why they didn't do that. There is a mod, though, to get an infinite grenade launcher in Resident Evil 5. At least in the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions that I know of. Don't know if anyone's modded the Xbox One or PS4 versions yet. I haven't looked into it. Wyatt Chatron, what was I doing? Here's this question. Before and after the stream. Well, before I was actually watching Markiplier's run of Crash Bandicoot. What am I going to be doing after? I'm probably going to continue that. I'm never super sure of what I'm going to do after the streams, unless like I have work directly after, which I don't today, thankfully. I'm going to have like about 2 hours before work. Smith & Wesson, or just Smith Wesson. There's no and in there. Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles are canon. No, they're not. They're just retelling of canon events. Oh, well, I know. They have exclusive scenarios. Umbrella has Umbrella's End, and Darkside Chronicles is like the whole Krauser scenario. Yeah, okay, but see, Claire's... When it comes to Claire, she's just in the same scenario that she was already in. So that doesn't count. Umbrella Chronicles, I guess I'll give it to you, because, yeah, Jill is in that exclusive scenario, so in that case, that's basically the same as Remake... That's basically the same as 3 Jill, though, because that takes place just a few months after that. So, no, I don't really buy that. As a whole, Umbrella and Darkside Chronicles are spin-offs, not main games. Eric Winters, if my girlfriend turned out to be an alien in human form, would that be a deal breaker? No. No, it wouldn't. In fact, I would indulge that. Unless she was malicious. Malevolent. Man of Muff, Wyatt, why are you asking about Shankster shirts? AG22, have my parents or girlfriend watched any of my videos? My parents have, for sure. My girlfriend, I don't think she does. But I'm not gonna... It doesn't matter if she does or not. I don't need her to watch my videos. She doesn't play Resident Evil. Michael Fortesque, you're here. Alrighty. Marat Balamza, grenade/bombs in Resident Evil 6 for most least favorite. Okay, 6. So there's flash grenade, incendiary grenade, remote bomb, and hand grenade, right? It still has the... Yeah, it still has the hand grenade. So the remote bomb is actually my favorite out of all those. Then we'll go with hand grenade, then flash grenade, then finally incendiary grenade. I don't find much use for the incendiary grenade in Resident Evil 6. See, I'm not even sure if I'm doing it right. Does it even have an incendiary grenade? Yeah, I don't remember very good right now. Gavin Cottle, would I rather have the ability to stop time for as long as I can? I have to shout the word. I have to shout the world or control hunters. I'd rather have the ability to stop time. Man of Muff, when am I going to be online on PS4? Well, the thing is, Manif, I've actually... Sometimes when I go online, I make myself offline because I don't want to, like, communicate with anybody. I just want to play Crash Bandicoot and be left alone. So, I honestly can't tell you. Wyatt Chatron, depending on how I look at it, my permanent subscriber notice videos are non-Resident Evil on this channel. So, what's your point? Eric Winters, my girlfriend's favorite movie. I don't know. I've only been going out with her for maybe a couple weeks, man. Like, I don't know her entire life yet. Marat Balamza. Shotguns in Resident Evil 6 for most of least favorite. Okay. We'll go with... There's only 3, right? There's the regular shotgun, there's the more M3, M4 kind of shotgun, and then there's the Hydra. Well, Hydra is my least favorite for sure. So I'm going to go with the like M4 type shotgun. I forget what it's called in that game. And then the regular shotgun, and then the Hydra. Yeah. Alright, AG22. Bleed when I sneeze or sneeze when I bleed? From nose. We'll definitely go with sneeze when I bleed because from the nose, because as a matter of fact, I've only bled from my nose maybe 3-4 times in my entire life. So, that's not gonna... and it's just funny if I start sneezing from that. Alright, AG22, but it's not funny if I start bleeding when I sneeze. Just some gamer. Favorite horror movie? In general, huh? Well, my favorite horror movie franchise is definitely Final Destination. So, Final Destination 3 is probably my favorite horror movie. Either that or the original Halloween. That one guy, have to fight an 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger. Great. No way. Or Resident Evil 5 Chris in a fist fight to get my girlfriend back. Resident Evil 5 Chris. Man of Muff. Here we go again. Yeah, I'm just not gonna read those since they're referencing Wyatt. Smith Wesson, Barry Silver Serpent Magnum or hand cannon? Resident Evil 4. Definitely the hand cannon from Resident Evil 4. Michael Fortesque. I probably answered this before, but what is my favorite spin-off Resident Evil game? My favorite spin-off is definitely Resident Evil Outbreak. Wyatt Chatron, have I ever mentioned how... I have mentioned how my favorite ice cream flavor is French vanilla. Do I also like vanilla bean? Yes. I like all forms of vanilla. AG22, does the silencer in Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries have any usefulness? It's probably less alerting to the enemies. Eric Winters, does my girlfriend smoke weed? If she did, would that be a deal breaker? That is hilarious, because as a matter of fact, she does. Probably at least once every day. So, obviously, no, that's not a deal breaker. Man if Muff, because the grenade launchers in Resident Evil 5 have different ammo, and the grenade launcher from Resident Evil 5 was weak as fuck. Okay, was that just in reference to a different question? White Chatron, for my information, Darkstar Chronicles exclusive scenario is called Operation Javier. Alright, I mean, I really don't care. Murat Balamza, T002, Mr. X, Nemesis, from Scary to Least Scary. So, basically, Tyrant, Mr. X, Nemesis. From Scary to Least Scary. We'll go T002, Nemesis, Mr. X. See, the regular Mr. X isn't really that scary. It's just, he's just a massive guy in a trench coat. Nightboy Ryan, have I ever tried to take a cold shower? You've tried, but 5 minutes later, stop. Yeah, I've done it a few times, actually. When I'm coming from a hot day, it actually feels great. Lewis SSJ, what is my opinion of the transition into first-person perspective of Resi 7? Compared to the classic series, do I prefer pre-rendered backgrounds? So yeah, I personally do prefer the pre-rendered backgrounds with fixed camera angles, because that's how I grew up with it. My opinion of the transition, though, to first-person, I approve, because it's a lot more, like, nerve-wracking than over-the-shoulder third-person, like the modern games were. Alright, Wyatt Chatron, who would have a greater chance of stealing my girlfriend? Bruce McGivern or Resident Evil 7 Chris? Probably, actually, Bruce McGivern, because he looks like a stoner. AG22, favorite Resident Evil DLC? Favorite Resident Evil 7, or Resident Evil DLC? That would be the Mercenaries Reunion for Resident Evil 5. Eric Winters, if someone hacked my Facebook and used it to Facebook message my girlfriend as me and asked her to marry me, how mad would I be at that person? I'd be already mad at them for hacking into my profile and then pulling that shit. Why wouldn't I be mad? Smith Wesson, other than the hand cannon, what is my favorite Magnum? Also, it's just Smith Wesson. Yeah, I know. Geez, slow mode is on and I'm still kind of behind. That's crazy. Anyway, my favorite Magnum besides the hand cannon, I would have to say it is the 10-inch Desert Eagle and Resident Evil 2, the custom Magnum, the C-Mag. Alright, Fire Mario, even if Resident Evil 7 has 2 rounds of grenade launcher, which one is the best? I feel like those fire rounds, those incendiary rounds, yeah, flame, whatever it's called in that game. Man of Muff, Jill without T-Virus versus Fong from Dead Aim. Shit. Fong might actually beat her in that case. And she's freaking Asian, man. Gavin Caudle. Have I heard the news that they are going to remaster the Spyro games just like they did the Crash Bandicoot games? That's actually very interesting. And yeah, that's great, actually, because Spyro was Crash's main competitor, so it only makes sense. Nightboy, you wish me luck with my girl. If she has a sister, hook me up. She actually has 4 siblings, but they're all younger than her. And yeah, alright. Murat Balam's actually Umbrellas and takes place 1 year before Resident Evil 4. Just pointing out. By the way, did I know Rev and Rev 2 are spin-offs? Resident Evil Wiki lists them as spin-off. Say what? Rev and Rev 2 are spin-offs. You're kidding me, right? That actually pisses me off. Because those are totally canon things. I mean, I know a Resident Evil game doesn't have to be main series to be canon. It's just, forever, I've thought Revelations 1 and 2 as main series games, not fucking spin-offs. Resident Evil Revelations 2. It's an entry into the Resident Evil franchise, second title in the Revelation series. And I'm not going to waste too much time with this, but like... Resident Evil series. Okay, Murat, all I can say to that is, I mean, this goes to myself as well. We should never trust wikis because they can be edited by anyone. Some OCD fuck probably tampered with that webpage, and because he doesn't want to believe it their main series. Because I'm looking at a different page. I'm looking at capcom.wikia.com, and according to this, Rev and Rev 2 are main games. So, what do you say to that? Spin-offs include Survivor, Gaiden, Dead Aim, Outbreak, Umbrella Chronicles, Mercs 3D, Operation Raccoon City, all of which I already knew. And there's not a single game in the list of main games that I wouldn't have considered main. Because 1, 2, 3, Code 0, 4, 5, 6, Rev 2, and 7. And there's apparently an untitled Resident Evil game coming up. So, I don't know, but I don't care what you say, Murat Balamza. Rev and Rev 2 are main games. So, just live with it. Man of Muff, just sent you a party invite. What? Alright, I spent enough time on that. Eric Winters, my girlfriend's favorite song. Stop asking about my girlfriend, Eric. I'm just going to say that right now. Just knock it off. AG22, favorite pizza topping. Cheese. Prime. I'm not reading all those numbers. Hi, what's up? Nothing much. How are you? Wyatt Chachran, you normally don't like those zombie kill questions since the zombie dies no matter what would make them kind of pointless, but we'll ask one for the heck. Kill a zombie, but... Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like your apocalypse questions, Wyatt, but okay. Kill a zombie by trapping it in a laser room, or slicing it up, or kill a zombie by tossing it into a pool of acid. Laser room. Yeah. Alright, Murat Balamza, I told you that I kind of knew Spanish. Did Resident Evil 4 help me for this? No. Resident Evil 4 was way before high school. That one guy would rather fight the alien form from Alien or Predator. Predator. Michael Fortesk, Resident Evil Outbreak, or Outbreak File 2. Outbreak 1. Eric Winters, worst superhero movie I've seen. Superhero movie? AG22, have I ever been depressed or suicidal? Nope. Wyatt Chatron, Hunter R versus Rick McGivern, armed with only a jackknife. That Hunter's probably going to win. Eric Winters, not answering. AG22, which Resident Evil virus would I be infected by? Would I be infected by? Probably the C virus. Murat Balamza, what does the first villager dialogue and idios imbecile mean? Not sure if you spelled true. Probably kind of what it sounds like. Idiot imbecile. I don't know. I know some Spanish, Murat. Doesn't mean I know all. Friar Mario, did I play Max Payne? Yes, actually, to death. Back in the day. And Max Payne, too. Man of Muff. Eric Winters, yeah, exactly. Nightboy Ryan, 4 siblings, gimme y'all. It's not up to me. Lewis SSJ, would I consider doing overall game reviews of the classic Resident Evil games? Overall game reviews? Not necessarily. That's a little too much work for me. Wyatt Chatron, would I trust my girlfriend with a Pfeiffer's Elise if she was high? No. Eric Winters, I actually don't mind this question. If my girlfriend accidentally got pregnant, would I pressure her to have an abortion? No, it's her choice. Smith Wesson, which Resident Evil babe would I rather date? Claire from Code Veronica or Jill in Resident Evil 3? Jill from Resident Evil 3. AG22, risk playing finger fillet for $1 million, but if I fail, be $1 million in debt. No. Would not risk it. Nightboy Ryan, it's like you're being Duke Nukem with ladies right now. Alright, Wyatt Chatron, would I help my girlfriend escape with a pack of hunters? If I do try to help her, we both die. If I abandon her in one, you... No, I'm not abandoning her. Man of Muff, you mean party chat invite. Eric Winters, have I eaten my girlfriend out yet? That is none of your fucking business, man. AG22. A favorite Saw movie? Shit. We'll go with Saw 3. Wyatt Chatron, Hunter Gamma versus Hunter Elite in a 3-way fight. You listed Hunter Elite twice, you know. That Hunter Gamma is probably gonna go. Okay, I'm actually caught up now. Well, admins and Resident Evil Wiki don't even sleep. In your opinion, they behave like robots. I think Resident Evil Worker is right compared to Capcom. When they fix any mistakes that is written. Alright, well, this is me going back to subjugated opinions, Murat Balamza. I don't even care about what the wiki says at this point. Rev 1 and Rev 2 are canon and main games in the franchise, in my eyes. You can't change that. Fire Mario, which Pokemon is my favorite? Well, I don't even watch Pokemon, so I'm going with Charizard. Make sure to answer all of your brilliant questions, loser. Eric Winters, you had... Like... me refusing to answer questions shouldn't make me the bad guy here. You're asking personal questions, which you know cross a boundary sometimes, and if you're being ignorant about it, then we're going to have a problem. So, if you want this to continue, all I'm asking is you just lighten up and back off a little bit. Which was my first car I've ever owned? It was a 1998 Honda Civic LX. In fact, it's the same car that got stolen several months ago. And then I got back 3 days later. Any of you remember that? I actually did a Q&A like the day after it was stolen. See, now look what's happening, Eric Winters. Because you're being antagonistic, now everyone else is turning against you. Murat Balamza. Oh, it's a question for Wyatt, so I'll let him answer it. We could just look him up, Murat Balamza. I mean, that's what I say to people sometimes who comment on my videos, like asking me how to do this or what is this or whatnot. It's like, I understand that I seem like a great source of information since I'm doing reviews on the subject, but at the end of the day, we have this really great thing called the internet, and it would take you guys 10 seconds to look it up. Okay, Eric Winters, I'll humor you. My mom versus my girlfriend in a vicious battle to the death. Well, considering I've known my mom my whole life, and I've only known my girlfriend for maybe like 3-4 weeks, well, on a more personal level anyway, as of now, I'd say my mom would come out on top. Alright, White Shatran, never use salt again or never use butter again? Definitely going with never use salt again. I actually don't use salt that much. And I use butter for a lot more things than salt. That was a very easy question, to be honest. Alright, how much time do we still have? A little more than 15 minutes. So we're doing great. 3/4 of the way through. Yep, and we're at the bottom. But yeah, I'm not turning slow mode off at this point because I was behind. That wasn't as malicious of a question, Eric Winters, so I'm not like mad at you right now or anything. Just keep it light and we're cool. AG22, can I tell you guys a trivia fact about myself? A trivia fact. Like a trivial fact, or are you asking me to trivialize you guys? Like, ask you guys a trivia question about myself? Because if that's what you're doing, yeah, I did that in my Resident Evil 7 live stream. I remember that. Okay. Let's see here. I gotta be creative on this one. I can't be something simple like, what's my intro phrase? Man, because technically I already asked that. My intro phrase in every single video, and like exactly how I say it. But, no, that's too easy. I'll have to think about that, AG22. For now, let me answer another question. Nightboy, do I know Dawei? No. Murat Balamza, Nemesis versus Talos. You think Talos will shatter Nemesis to pieces. You like Nemesis more, though. Well, I'm pretty much in agreement with you on that one. I feel like Talos will beat Nemesis easily. Alright, Wyatt Chatron, fight a Hunter R with one incendiary grenade or fight a Sweeper with only a nitrogen grenade. Both are hand grenades. Fight a Hunter R with one incendiary grenade. Alright. I'm like really trying to think of my videos right now. Something to trivialize you guys on. But I'm asking AG22 if... No, anyone can chime in. But Manifuff, name many enemies as I can that I can insta-kill you. Insta-kill. Okay, Hunter, Nemesis, Reaper, Neptune, freaking A. Technically, the Ivy plants and Plant 43 and Resident Evil 2. Alright, that's all I care about right now. Nightboy, you don't even know about that weird way shit either. Yeah. AG22, when I'm older, will I look back on my videos and or do a montage of all my Resident Evil games when I complete all of them? So, I'm already going to be doing a montage of some sort when I'm done with these full plays, AG22. Like I said, I'm going to do a highlight reel. Alright, Wyatt Chatron, trivia question. Can I name all of the brand names on the ammo boxes? Ugh, no, I can't. I know what you're talking about. I can't though. No. Dang it. I almost just thought of a question right now, but it's too easy because one can just simply look it up. It's got to be something you can't really look up. And again, any question that I ask could be looked up, essentially. But, oh, okay, fine. I'm just going to go ahead and ask it. How many permanent subscriber notices do I currently have? Yeah, that are on my channel. It doesn't... Past notices don't count. Eric Winters. I mean, if you want to be very technical, maybe. But it wasn't for the intent of looking it up. Manif, you love Metallica. Sweet. So yeah, that was my trivia question. Alright, Alright, Marat Balamza, you wouldn't call Resident Evil 5 non-scary. Examples of scary include Execution Magini, Cephalo Magini's, First Ouroboros test subject, Chainsaw Magini, corpses faking their death. Well, Marat, don't you get that everyone is different? And when I said Resident Evil 5 had no horror in it whatsoever, you have to remember that is me speaking from my own mouth and is a subjective opinion like everything else. You gotta keep that in mind all the time. So, again, I disagree with you on every single one of those. Fire Mario, if I went to be a... You didn't word that very well. If I want to be a Mario's transformation, which one would it be? Yours is easy, Fire Mario, your Fire Flower. Yeah, obviously. I actually would prefer what is it? The raccoon suit or something. I forgot exactly what it's called. AG22. Yeah, it's 5. I currently have 5 permanent subscriber notices on my channel. Now, if you want to be technical, I actually have 6, because there was one that I used to have that was featuring like my Twitch channel, and then I deleted it because I decided I'm not going to do Twitch. I have a Twitch account. I'll probably always have a Twitch account, but I'm really not... I don't plan on doing anything with it. Okay. Alright, Nightboy, you're outie. Alrighty. Wyatt Chatron trivia. In one section of Resident Evil 4 on the island, Leon can activate the following text. Reminds me of the days of the ORE. That's just the last part of the text. What does ORE stand for? I have no idea. Alright, Eric Winters. Watch my girl get eaten by a gravedigger, or my sister get eaten by Eluzija. Manif Muff. Yeah. AG22. What's your prize? What can I give you, AG22, honestly? Like, just a congrats. That's all I can do. You're the one who asked me to ask you guys trivia questions, so I don't see where it deserves a reward. Yeah. So, I do not plan on ending these Q&As anytime super soon. However, I will admit that I do, in fact, see one day an end to them. Alright, Wyatt Chatron, fight Jessica with a Muramasa or with a Deagle. Desert Eagle. Jessica. I'll go with the Desert Eagle on that matter. Alright, we got 6.5 minutes left, so we're getting close here. Which is good for me because I am ready to be done with this one. This wasn't a bad one, but it's not necessarily the best one either. Alright, Murat Balamza. Did I know that there are very well hidden gold pickups after Leon jumps from the minecart in Resident Evil 4? By the way, you weren't trying to change my opinion, you're just pointing out. Sorry for confusion. I get it, man. It's just I wish you wouldn't be so direct about it. Like, no one likes being corrected. But anyway, off the top of my head, I probably wouldn't have remembered that, but when I played through Resident Evil 4, a lot of things are going to come flooding back to me. So, yeah. Murat Balamza, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be well taken care of for Resident Evil 4, because Wyatt Chatron's got it under the bag. I'm almost going to go as far as to say I doubt there's anything that you know that he doesn't. But anyway, Manif, 6915 subs I have currently. 6.9k. Big deal. AG22. Like, well, hold on. Well, quick. So, here's the thing that I don't understand. Can someone explain this to me? How I have 6,900 subscribers and almost all of my full plays, none of them, like, they only get mere hundreds of views. Like, within the first month. Obviously, not all of my subs are watching my videos the first time they see it, because otherwise I should instantly have over, I don't know, 5,000 views at least. So, yeah. So, it concerns me because I am pretty confident at this point that more than 95% of my subscriber base only subscribe to my channel for either the melee move reviews or the weapon reviews. Not a lot of people like my full plays, apparently. So, I mean, I started questioning that by, like, Resident Evil 2, when hardly anyone was watching these full plays. Over time, I mean, yeah, like, my full play of the original Resident Evil by now probably has at least 500 views on every single part, but that's still, like, yeah, that just shows me that at least 90% have probably never even seen those, nor care to watch them. So, was it a mistake for me to get into full plays? Because, to be honest, the only reason I got into full plays was because people who watched my videos years before they started, a couple of them told me that I would be great at doing Let's Plays. So, I don't know. There's no going back now. I've come this far. I'm not going to stop them all of a sudden. But I'm just saying, they don't seem very popular. So I don't know why I'm doing them. Anyway. Yeah, I actually got behind right there. Alright. AG22. So when do I plan on ending Q&As? I don't plan on it. I have no specific time I want to stop them. I just know they will eventually end. And if I do eventually end, will I make a comeback every once in a while? See, that's something someone suggested, like, instead of just being done with them completely, just make them less frequent. So either do them bi-weekly, or even as little as only once a month. But, I don't know, it's just like... I will admit, there are some times where I have a Q&A planned, and the day it's scheduled, I'm just not in the best mood, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm obligated to do this Q&A. I scheduled it for this time. I'm not gonna postpone it all of a sudden because that ruins everyone's daily plan. Which I know some people will go take desperate measures to attend these Q&As. It amazes me, but yeah. So to answer your question, AG22, no, I have no definite time they're gonna end. And will I make a comeback? I don't know. Maybe. Wyatt Shotron, Sweeper as a loyal pet or Vertigo as a loyal pet? Sweeper. Fearless. Well, shit the bed. You missed this one. It's alright. Like, there's no need to apologize. I don't expect everyone to attend these Q&As. Murat. It's a question for Wyatt, it looks like. Okay. Murat. I believe, if I remember correctly, you brought this up earlier. One of the things you wanted me to do, or you probably still want me to do, is somehow feature every weapon in Resident Evil 4 at least once throughout my full play. Why do you think that's necessary? If you use your usual excuse and be like, because you did it in other games, I'm going to be like, you need to stop using that as an excuse. It's not part of the plan. That's not part of the plan when I use every weapon in a game. And the timer's going off, so the question's going to stop. But yeah, I'm just emphasizing, Murat, I have no intention of featuring every weapon in Resident Evil 4, so get over it if you think that's going to happen. Eric Winters, Hunter versus Crimson Head. Hunter. Man of Muff, I don't tips for the Resident Evil 4 guide. Huh? I don't need a lot of tips for Resident Evil 4. I already have it pretty hardwired of what I'm going to do. But I am totally going to be accepting any, like, suggestions. Like, logical suggestions. Alright. Wyatt Chatron, KMF. I'm amazed we haven't seen any of these yet. Oh, by the way, the Q&A is over, so stop asking questions. I'm just going to get to the bottom here for a second. So, KMF, female sweeper, female farfarello, and my girlfriend. Dude, what's wrong with you? My girlfriend, okay. My girlfriend, I would rather marry, obviously. Because right now, I'm totally not tired of her. So, in that case, female sweepers getting fucking wasted. And I guess the female farfarello is getting screwed. AG22, you occasionally watch my videos and almost always watch the Q&As. You're also out. Sweet. Alright. Wyatt Shottrand, get killed by wielding the blacktail or by Manif wielding the Parker's government pistol? Ugh, Murat wielding a blacktail. Not even going to acknowledge that. What? So, the last question, also by Wyatt Shottrand. Well, I don't even know if that's a question. It's in reference to Murat. See, there you go again. In other games, I feature every weapon. Like I just said, it's not intentional. And that's not part of the game plan. And do I have to keep emphasizing that these full plays aren't meant to show every single little detail in every single game? These aren't 100% runs. My definition of a full play is to get the most out of every game in my perspective. And showing every weapon, you can see that in my weapon reviews. That's where I'm getting at, is you have the weapon reviews to see every weapon in the game, right? So yeah, especially for the modern games, it's like, that's almost out of the way to do. But anyway, I'm not gonna focus on the matter. It's like, Murat, I have no problem with you, just understand that. And I am very, very appreciative of your game plan for Resident Evil Remake. It's ultimately what got me through Remake. And I look forward to any other information about any other games. But you also need to understand that sometimes you overstep your creative control boundaries, and you got to remember that these are my videos. I'm the one who has to make them. You don't have to make them, so it's easy for you to list what you think should happen in a game. So just understand my frustration and my hesitancy to show every little thing that you think needs to be shown, because you're not the boss of these full plays, Murat. I am. So, but anyway, I look forward to whatever information you give me, but sometimes you just overstep it. Alright, people, this is going to end the stream. So this is Shankster94, aka The Gamer Shankster. Rate, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. Shout out to Wyatt Shotrin for being my one and only patron. The one who can afford to be my patron anyway. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the 45th Q&A. And, great news, the 11th playthrough of Remake is complete, edited, fully edited. It's ready to be uploaded. I just need like a whole day to upload it, so it's not going to happen today. I plan on uploading it tomorrow, though, so it's coming soon. Alright, guys. Peace out. See you next time.